So, because of recent internet events, I think we all know what's going on, I thought that I'd make sort of a more serious video about how to kill a YouTuber. Not like with murder or anything, I'm just talking about breaking their spirit and getting rid of them. I apologize if this video isn't hilarious, because I'm drinking a herbal tea, there's no caffeine, what do you want? YouTube, unlike most things in life, is cool because it's the only place where you can ignore something you don't like, and then eventually it goes away. So if somebody makes a really rude, unsavory video, instead of sharing it and telling everybody how you don't like it, just don't. The more attention you draw to that video, it's like throwing gasoline on a dumpster fire. The only thing you're gonna get out of it is a more out-of-control dumpster fire. So that's why whenever a dumpster catches fire, they just close the lid on it and let it burn itself out. And yeah, I am comparing some YouTubers to a smoldering dumpster fire. Just a dirty, old dumpster fire that's just gonna eventually burn itself out until it leaves just a black smear on the pavement where nobody wants to step because it'll get their shoes dirty. A lot of people on the internet don't realize that the people who watch their videos, they're like their employers. You have employed a person to entertain you, and when they don't entertain you no more, you fire them. I can contest that I might have made a few unsavory videos in the past that caused a heap of people to unsubscribe, and now YouTube has labeled my channel as a negative experience and just doesn't promote it anymore. So, there is nothing that breaks a YouTuber's spirit more than watching their views dwindle away until there's almost nothing left. And it really destroys any hope that they had for anything ever in the future. I've gone into this video with nothing more than my dumpster fire analogy, and I'm really trying to stretch it out here. A bag of cobras. Just think of people who make terrible hate videos on the internet as a bag of cobras. Instead of clubbing each individual cobra, that's dangerous, you're gonna get bit. Just tie off the bag and let them do their own thing until they're all dead, and then you can get whatever you needed out of the bottom of the cobra bag. I don't know why you'd put something you care about into a bag of cobras, or a bag that might contain cobras at one point, but that's what you gotta do. Next time somebody makes a video shaming fat people, instead of making jokes on Twitter about them, which feels really good, but is also giving them more notoriety, just ignore them. The more talked about the person is, the more they're gonna smile, and the more they're gonna pay the rent with your money that you've given them for entertaining you. And by the way, you deleting your own YouTube channel isn't YouTube censoring comedy. It's you deleting your YouTube channel because everybody hates your YouTube channel. I guess some people don't realize that there's a difference between making a joke and then just saying a terrible thing because it happened. A joke is an exaggerated, funny thing that you don't really mean it, but you thought of it and it kind of made you chuckle, so you say it. And then the horrible, awful thing is something you mean, but you try and say it in a lighthearted way so that people won't think you're as terrible as you think you know you are, if that makes any sense. I hope some of that made sense. It's just a little tutorial from me to you, is this new way I'm gonna try dealing with things that I don't like. I know in the past I would immediately take to Twitter and just call out whoever, whatever's going on, but I think now I'm just gonna try and ignore things, you know? That burp was great. So anyway, thanks to everybody who stuck around this long and is still subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you want to know how Fan Expo was, which was the big convention that I went to over the weekend, I'm going to be talking about it on my podcast. I know, I'm a podcast guy now. So check the link in the description. Make sure you're subscribed on iTunes or just on SoundCloud because they both go on there in the same day. And I'll see you guys on Friday for a brand new This Verse That. I promise there will be a This Verse That. Serious videos sometimes don't get as many views as you'd like, but there you gotta say some stuff and people need to hear it, and when they don't like it they unsubscribe. This is what it's like when there's no caffeine in my tea.